We are doing JP versus Akuma.
Shall we begin,
Are
then?
you worthy
We
of
shall
death?
begin. Ah! White light! It burns! So now let's go on to Akuma himself. So Akuma has a light kick. It is -4. Let's see what we can do with it. That whiffs. Unless we're right up close to it. So we're not exploring punishing this button. Crouching medium kick. I'm leaning towards the crouching medium kick here as a check. So this has the best reach. Or the standing heavy punch. You gotta make sure you're in range. Now, granted, they're gonna special cancel something like this too, but if they use it as a poke, I just want to make sure I have a proper check. Crouching heavy punch, this is gonna be on mistake. So let's say an Akuma either fucks up their combo and they do this in my face and don't cancel it, or I'm able to bait a jump in and block it. Then we're +8. So if we're +8 at that range, that's our option. Crouching medium kick as a poke. So crouching medium kick as a poke is +6 in my favor. But you know what? Akumas are going to want to hit at the tippity tip of its range, right? And they're likely going to cancel into something. So we have to be very careful if we want to respond against this button. If we see them just throw out this move, we can check with our own, but it can whiff at max range. So if they hit with a tip range on this, we pretty much have to let it go. This spacing, I mean, we could go for a malice, but that's kind of suicidal. But in general, when we see the low forward, we're going to want to be looking for them to be drive rushing at us or doing some kind of cancel into it. So you're likely going to see a lot of that. If I just commit to the drive reversal, it's a punish counter regardless of whether or not they cancel anything. Crouching heavy kick. So this is the one we need to really explore. The sweep, right? Because Akumas are actually throwing this out. Like, I'm seeing it a lot more than I thought I would. But we have a 12-frame option that blows it up. But we want to make sure we're at the tip range of it, right? And then it whiffs. So if we're at the tippity top, we can't interact with this button, even though we're -12. We could go that. We could score a punish counter into nothing else. And let's take a look at the Rezo snap kick. So this is forward medium kick. So this one is +4 for me, but there's no way I'm punishing it. So that is not a button you want to react to in reversal. This spacing pretty much puts us out of range of anything. If they throw this out in our face, they've made a huge mistake. But we want to make sure that we're prepared for it. And they can also special cancel this button. A little iffy to go on the offensive here, but if you just see them throw it out and they don't do anything with it. But the likelihood that we're going to see this right up on our face is low. And go into the medium punch variety. That actually does a little bit better than this. So let's show that off. Kind of curious. Yeah, I like this. Because we're not scoring any links from this range, so we just want to go right into, we want to go right into Drive Rush, or we want to go right into our level 2. So what is this one? That is minus 10. So if we see this... And the full thought whiffs on crouchers. We want to react with our crouching heavy punch. We're listening for die. And then another one I want to show is the standing heavy kick. Because while this is plus, it has a very, very big flaw to it. Right? I'm minus 3 there. So why am I looking at this button? Well, it's very, very important that you interact with this with crouching. Because it makes the second one win. And every Akuma and their mother wants to throw this out around here, right? They want to catch you moving forward and clip you with their 2-hit forward-moving plus on block button. But because it's so vulnerable to crouchers, we want to be looking for that conversion. Or, if we're not too confident with our 8 frame, we can go into the 7 frame. So we're going to look at the fireball as just raw. Look at the raw fireballs. So the light fireball is minus 4. And I can't even punish it. From point blank range, I cannot punish it. Or just take our turn, right? Do what we want to do on our turn. But those are the buttons I would recommend to check if you're just looking to put a check out there. Since it is minus 4, so you might as well check it. Like if they do minus 4 into DI, into Drive Impact, it's okay to stick out a crouching medium kick. That's fine. You'll have time to recover before the DI hits you. Medium is plus 6. So right at point blank, I get a 6, but I'm never gonna see this. I'm never gonna see this. So check with standing medium punch or check with standing heavy punch. But we're not punishing that button. Heavy is plus 8. So now we're getting into some options here. So let's say uses a medium cancel into this button. Let's try it. So we get a standing medium kick here. And from reasonable range out too. Or we get our new level 2. So let me show off a side switcher. It's not mine, so I'm not gonna take credit for it. It's Kongster's. Let's take a look at Adamant Flame. So first we look at light Adamant Flame. Hooria! So 8. Medium. And he's minus 4, we're plus 4. So we get our jab punish. Lab the block stun on this one. Careful. If we see this move at a range, if we hear we can't punish it. But if we hear Hooria! If we hear Hooria! Then we want to punish it. Hooria! Is plus 2. So what are we going to do on plus 2? We're outside of throw range. This is likely something that they're going to throw out, and there's going to be a huge gap, right? It's got pretty significant startup, right? 23 frames. So we're actually going to want to look to counter this. What does he say? I don't know. It's gibberish. I am plus 3. But I do get a throw here. So this does leave us in throw range. So Adamant Flame, we've gone over the regular versions. Now let's talk about the follow-ups. So if they do the follow-up, they are incredibly minus. Yeah. Okay, so again, our punish is. So, minus 14. EX, or OD. Decimate! And he had 18, so. Okay, so this is one where if we block it, we're plus 13, and if we're crouching, it whiffs. It has 27 frames. So what you can do is you can actually plan your punishes around the maximum amount of recovery time you have to react to it. And this gives you want to give yourself the most time to do something. So our goal is to get as close to that 27 as possible. 27. Okay, it's too late. There's the 26. The 26 is the sweet spot. That's the light. So crouch it, be ready, because a lot of Akumas will go into it thinking that they're going to confirm and then forget that you're crouching and not verify that. Toya! For medium, if we block it, we are plus 13. Just wait for them to land. Heavy. So if this happens, they screwed the pooch, right? $6,000 damage. OD. If we block it, we're plus 17. But then it'll whiff out here in a while. So meterless. 2 meter. 5 meter. Those are our options. Medium. And we got lots of time to line up. Meterless. 2 meter. Or 5 meter. Gotta hit with it high. There we go. $42.20. Okay. -3 in your face to check with that. But if they score the hit on my waist, it's +1. Waist is check with jab. And if they hit it there, I am very minus. So we want to make sure we're attacking Akuma's jump, right? Because we can make this whiff, and then whiff punish it. Right, so what is JP doing against the air fireball? He has that as an option. So you want to use the level 2 ghost, or EX ghost, or OD ghost, to interrupt the fireball and punish the Akuma. Right, so we can't DI this, right? What happens if we try and DI it? We get armor broke. We parry it, we're likely minus. But that was plus. Alright, we can take our turn back there. The other possibility is you see the flash and you forward heavy kick. Right. It even works if they're grounded, right? So you can just autopilot it. So yeah, they have to hit me in the face like that for this to be -5. But if it's -5, I gotta take advantage. Wait, what I look for? Oh, if I crouch. So this is when I really wanna. I wanna block it standing. And we are plus 41. Holy moly. Oh, wow. It's got some beefy range to it, huh? Empyrean's End is -35. Sip of Calamity. And we got 41, so same deal. What's Akuma's longest block stun normal? Alright, it's looking like standing heavy punch, actually. So the reason I wanted to do that is because now... That's the one I want to look at. So we have a 5-frame opportunity there. But we can't interrupt this gap. Can we DI this? Yeah, this is looking like a DI. Let's check the medium. So if I got that's a straight hard call out though. So I wouldn't risk it unless you have the read. And also they could probably cancel that into level 3, so you really got to be careful with throwing DI out.